Hello everyone. This is my last video where you can see that I've made my predictions, and today we're gonna be deleting all of this, and what we're going to be doing is instead we're going to go into Reefy stats. Ah, Reefy stats, right? And what we're going to be doing is, you see the teams right here? We are going to be, let me set it to dark mode. We're going to do an MCC 23 prediction, but this is a stat based prediction. Via Reefy stats. Right? So team wise, I'm not gonna do players. I'm not gonna do players here because Reefy stats just has their averages. I don't want to use averages for that kind of stuff. But team wise, I think I can predict, or this website can predict. So let's start with red. If you look up Shovel, she has played in 22 events, has an average coin of 1799, and in the last 5 events have gotten between 1300 and 1600 coins. So I think it's safe to say, although the event before she had 2089, so 20th, 32nd, 38th, 36th, 31st, 33rd. So I think a 30th place average is a fair estimate. CPK has come 23rd, but that was the land violet, so I'm hesitant to count that. But it's 16th, 16th, 5th, and 7th. Based on his recent performances, I think a top 10 is possible, but we'll see. So far, let's say 10th and 30th. A top 10 player and a top 30 player. Tommy. Over the past few events, have gotten 19th, 5th, 25th, 10th, and 13th. I think a top 15 performance is to be expected here, if he plays well. If not, a top 20 performance. So a top 30, top 10, top 20, and no data found because he hasn't played in a Canon MCC yet. So 30, 10, 20, 40. I'll put that as the placeholder middle. Placeholder middle. They might go up, they might go down, based on whether or not teams are better. Orange. So let's start with Martin. For the last 5 events, he's come 16th, 16th, 17th, 29th, 16th. So basically a top 16 to 17 player, like consistently, except for that one time. But Quig, 2nd, 3rd, 13th, 2nd, 6th. We know Quig. I'm assuming he's a top 10 player. Not just a top 10 player. I'm assuming he's a top 7, or even like a top 6. Let's say top 6. Eric, how has he done recently? Bottom of the pack, pretty much. He has some stints where he has like 18th. Although that is MCC 10 and he hasn't really done all that well in Season 2. So I think he's a top 35 or he's a top 40 player. Which basically means, you know what that means. Finster has played in 4 MCCs. He's improved every season. Every time he's played. I'm going to assume that he'll be a top 20 player this time, so it'll be like a top 6, top 20, top 20, top 40 overall. I think that's better than Red. Now, Yellow Yaks. As you can probably tell, this is not going to be a fully coin average base stats, whatever. Because honestly, coins does not reflect how you do it in an MCC. What determines it is your placement, because every MCC has different game orders, and each game's coins have been tampered with, so that using coin averages is just not a good idea. George, over the last few MCCs, 13th, 13th, 8th, 8th, 20th, 8th. So basically a top 10 player. A top 10 player on a good day. Sabnap, we know what Sabnap can do. 4th, 2nd, 1st, 9th. Yeah. Top 5. The 9th, we can just skip past that. 35th, 33rd, 15th. But that's because of the survival games. 39th, 32nd, so top 40 player, probably top 35. Elena. Oh, too far. Played twice, 34, 38, so top 40. Top 40, top 35, top 10, top 10. Is it better than 10, 20, 20, 40th? Is a 10, 10, 35, 40 better than a 10, 20, 20, 40? I'm going to say no. So orange we'll put up here, and yellow we'll put right there. Lime, Solidarity. No, yeah, it is 40th, but overall 15th, 24th, 21st, 18th without this 40th. That's like an outlier. I think he's a top 25 player. Cub. He has been improving, I think. So, 28th, 26th, 14th, and 29th. I'm going to say top 30. We know Illumina top 5, you don't even need to. Scar. Either top 35 or top 40. So top 40, 40, 30, 25, 1. 40, 30, 25, 5. I think orange has this. Next up, green. Dream, top 10. Do I even have to look at this? Yeah, top 10. Connor. He's been getting better. Might be a top 35 player. Foolish. 1 MCC 27th, but Pride. I'll say top 15. I think that's a fair estimate. And top 40. I think that this team, so it's a top 10, top 20. 10, 20, 40, 40. Worse than orange. I think it's worse than lime. Is it worse than yellow? I think so. Is it worse than red? No. What is this? This is 10? Is this 10? Tommy can be a 10 if he plays his best. 10, 10, 30, 40. Yeah, it's worse than red. So I'll put green right there. Scott, how are you doing? 7th, 24th, 21st, 22nd, 11th. So between 7th and 24th, that's a big range. I'll say top 20. False. How have you doing? 32nd, 16th, 36th, 20th, 33rd. So a big jump. As you can see, during all of this, when I scroll them over, when they win, they score a lot of points. I mean, duh, right? I think she's a top 30. I think that's fair. She's a top 30. Pearl? I'll say top 30. I think that's a fair estimate. JoJo. I'll say top 5. Or top 6. So like 6, 30, 30. 6, 30, 30, and like 10. Not 10, like 20, 15. It's better than green. I think it's better than red. Is it better than yellow? Do I prefer a top 10, top 5, top 40, top 40? Or a top 6, top 30, top 30, and like a top 20? I think I like the roundedness of this team more. Let's see. Do I like it better than this team? It's like a top 40, top 30, top 30, top 5. Yeah? I don't like it better than this team. I think Cyan goes right there for right now. Aqua. Bad. Sylvie puns. Bad. How is bad done? 34, 16, 36. Okay. I'll say top 30. Sylvie. 17, 16, 21st, 21st, top 20. Top 30, top 20. Top 10. Top 6. Sniff is 20, 38th, top 35. 35, 30. 35, 30, 20. 35, 30, 20, and like 6. Do I like it better than green? Yes. Do I like it better than red? 10, 10, 30, 40? I don't really like it more than red. I mean, blue, Captain Sparkles. There's gonna be I'll say a top 20. I mean, I think that's a fair estimate. Top 20 or maybe top 15. Kara, top 40. SB, I think he's a top 10 player at this point. Sneeg, 12, 14, 31st, 27th. I'll say a top 25. So a top 25, a top 10, top 20, and a top 40. I do like it better than green right now. Do I like it better than aqua? Yeah. Do I like it better than red? There's like a 10, 20, 30, 40, right? I mean, I do like it better than red. Do I like it better than yellow? I don't think so. I think I'll put blue bats here. Next up, purple. Smallish Beans, Pizza Hut. So how is Joel done? Joel 6th, 29th, 27th, 7th, 15th, and 11th, and MCC 15. He's definitely a top 20. Top 20, I think, is a fair point. And also, this 29th is with the LAN team. I think he's a top 20. Pete. He should be a top 10. He hasn't done so well in the last few MCCs. I'll still consider him a top 10 player. So, top 20, top 10. Phil. 30th, 30th, and then 6th, 10th, 14th. From the last 3 events, I think it's fair to consider him a top 20 player. Maybe even a top 15. But I think a top 20 is fair. 20th, 37th, 37th. Top 40. So, what is it? 10, 20, 20, 40. What does orange have? A 10, 40... 20, 20. So it's basically the same as orange, but I'll put them in first. I think that team is slightly better. Next up, pink, Wilbur. With an average score for the last event with 18, 26, 32nd, 29th, 25th. With a 12th here, but then never replicated again. And a 10th here. Don't remember that. I'll say a top 30. Right? And then Ronbu. 14th, 4th, 11th, 24th, 17th. Top 15. AMZ. Never had a canon event. But considering her MCC pride, I think she's going to be a top 25. And Blushy also has been in one canon event where she came 35th. I'll say top 30. So 30... So 30, about 25. What did you say? 20? 20. Or 15, I guess. And about like 20. 15, 20. Yeah. I think... Yep. I think based on Reefy stats, that's about how well the players do, like, you know, individually. And now if we want to really base it off of team score, we're going to sheets. And you can see all the team builders. There's Nope's a team builder that I don't use. I don't know if it's updated yet. I might need to check that real soon. But let's go into Ultra Sheep Lord's Team Builder. Let's make a copy. And when I make a copy, after this loads, of course, what's going to pop up is this. And we can, technically speaking, just put in our players. Such as, where's this? Tommy, CPK, and then we have, well, I don't think Crank Gameplays is here. Yeah, might be he's not. I think they have an option for new player. No, they don't. Do they? They don't. So let's do CPK. No, Shovel, sorry. And then for Ethan's, I think I'm going to use... Whose stats should I use for Ethan? I think if I use Arid stats, it's okay. Okay, maybe not Arid. Like, who should I use for Joey? Okay, no. How about, like, RT? 1-5, I think, is a bit, you know. How do you do? I'll use Connors. I'll use Connors. Connor, you're our substitute for Mr. Crank Gameplays. Orange with the team of Quig. I know I can type this in, by the way. I'm just choosing not to. Quig, Indoralwood, Arid, and Finn. And then yellow with... Who's on yellow? Oh yeah, it's the Sabnap George team. It's the Sabnap George. And then we have Elena and Gumi. And then for who's on Lime again? It's Illumina. It's Illumina and Hermitson. Oh, it's lagging. Cool. Lime with Illumina, Cup Fan, Scar. Went too far down there. And Solidarity. And then green with Dream, Foolish, and then who else is the other people? Tina and Actual Connor. Connor Esports. And then Cyan with Jojo, and then False, Pearl, and Scott. And then we have Aqua with Puns. And then Bad Boy Halo, Sylvie, and God, who's the last player here? Why don't I remember this? Oh yeah, Stifffish. And then blue. Okay, so Aqua really isn't as strong as I thought it was. They were. Blue with. God, I don't remember any of these teams, man. Oh, it's SB. SB, Sneak, the captain. And Kara. A340, 87, A385. Well, you know, things can be better. Purple with Pete. Let's see. Pete Phil. And then Smallish Beans. I wonder if this team will swear on the actual event. I mean, I know Phil's a will, but I'm G Nelly. So up here. And pink with Wilbur, Ron Boo. Who's Ames's equivalent? Who? Okay, I'll put it in blushy because. And then who's Ames's equivalent? Someone in the top 15 to 20 range. So let's do Captain Puffy, maybe. No, I think. Is that fair? I think Gem is a good comparison. I think. I mean, I'm not sure. She did get 16th in Pride, right? So Gem might be a fair comparison. Might be. I'll just leave it as that. With this considered, if we're using Season 2 average, then orange will be first, purple will be second, yellow will be third. So let's compare this to this thing we have. Purple, orange, cyan, lime, yellow. Pretty much got the top 5 right. Blue, red, aqua, green, pink. Just a few switch around, but as you can see, we are supported by the averages, although I did say not to use averages. Let's say placement. Although I don't think I can use placement here because, like, 2 players haven't played, so their teams will be skewed a little bit. Cyan, purple, blue, orange, yellow, lime, red, aqua, pink, green. I don't know if this is like, oh yeah, it is individual placements. Although this is across both seasons. Is there a season 2 placement or is it? No. Team placement, last event. RPR, what's RPR? No clue. Is there a way for me to tell what RPR is exactly? Whatever. Don't really know. If we use the last event, cyan will be first. Blue, purple. Although blue is boosted by the fact that Captain Sparkles literally won the last one. And let's see. If we were going to do game by game, Ace Race. Blue. So blue is actually really good. With SB, Sneak, Captain, Sparkles, and Kara. I think I might have underrated blue a little bit. If we do Season 2 average again. Then Illumina will be first, then Sapnap, Quig, Puns, Pete, Jojo, Dream, SB, CPK. Oh, I didn't expect Finn to be 16th. Oversight on my part. There's two Connors because, of course, I use Connor's score for. What's it called? I used Connor's score for Ethan. But also, a thing that I'd like to point out is that the reason why I put green solo is because Dream and Foolish will probably be up here, and then Tina and Connor will be probably down here, but at the same time, I don't know how they will perform necessarily, because, you know. I like seeing, like, these scores, like Dream getting 668 average in Parkour Warrior. Who's this? Is this Tommy with 385 in Meltdown? So this is the first event that how many people will play Meltdown? So let's see. There's two people here. Inolua and Finster will play Meltdown for the first time. Elena will play Meltdown for the first time. Illumina will play Meltdown for the first time. If Meltdown's in this event, of course. Bad will play Meltdown for the first time. SB and Sneeg. And Phil. So a lot of these players haven't played Meltdown before, and I'd like to see how they do, so maybe the stats will be skewed a bit. But overall, I think this prediction that we made via Reefy Stats, accurate to Season 2 average, if we're going to do average placement, it's not going to be accurate. It's going to be off. Pink and green are still bottom 2. Aqua is there, actually. But yeah, and I also haven't fixed all the numbers yet, so... yeah, whatever. Aqua is still there. Red is there. Blue will be significantly better than what we predicted. Yellow is still there. Lion is lower than what we predicted. Cyan will be first. So this is not a bad... I think this is a pretty... like, backed stat-based prediction. So we're going to compare this prediction with my previous prediction and see how they stack up to each other. Probably about a few days after the event is over, or maybe a week. Anyway, that's all for me. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.